Hello guys, welcome to Ares Tutorials, and today I'll be covering some very important topic on the getting started with the program. If you are new in the program, you must have read a lot of programs like C++, Java, Python. But if you want to learn which one you should learn, so let me start. Okay, so I will write some list of the modern programming languages you should learn: C++, Java, and C Sharp, and Java script. Remember, JavaScript and Java are the totally different things. So, and a Python. Well, the most of you have read of these languages, but there's more advanced programming language like Rust, Lua, um, Ruby, and Dart, or there are a lot of programming languages that not coming to my mind though. But if you want to work on the project, you must choose what programming language you have to choose. Well, if you are making some desktop application, you must choose the C++. But C++ is hard. You can shift the C sharp, the JavaScript, or Java, I mean. So this thing sometimes makes difficult for the beginners to make the GUI. Well, in the course I will teach you how you can make a GUI in the application. So you can make the software using the framework like I described in the previous video. So you have to choose the you should choose that language. There's a lot of the frameworks with the least effort to learn, so that's why I prefer the JavaScript. Java is basically a bit hard to start with because it's so complex structure. So it's hard for once, but once you have understand it, it's really easy. There are a lot of things to learn in the JavaScript, but the thing that I prefer JavaScript, I will in the next video. So from now on, just focus on this section. So if you want to work with the games, you should learn uh, C++, you should learn C Sharp, you might be learn Lua scripting, and maybe Python. Just it's not just optional. You don't need to be a Python developer to run the games. Well, there are some of the game engines. Well, you know the game the software that is used to develop the games. The C++ used in UE4. It's also used in the CryEngine, uh, and also it is used in the game maker studio. Well, I won't prefer recommend you to use the game maker. You gotta shift to the UI for the CryEngine. C Sharp is also the good and used in the Unity. It is also used in the CryEngine, but the problem is that it's not used in C++. And one more thing to point out that C Sharp is easier than C++. Lua scripting, on the other hand, is a very easy language. Well, for me, it's even easier than the Python, but since I won't say the Python easy, but I can. It's my personal choice. Lua is used in basically Corona SDK. I won't recommend this Corona SDK. I won't recommend this game engine because I don't like its working. Okay, it's also using the CryEngine and so on and as well. And if you are familiar with MDA, well, which is MDS, I mean, which is Sandras multiplayer, you must learn the Lua script for yourself. Okay, so these are the games, and now let's come to the software development. Okay, software development. Well, when it comes to software, well, I will choose C++, but remember that just like in the past, in the previous video, I described the frameworks. There are a lot of frameworks used in the building a software. You can't use your classic programming to develop a GUI application. So for C++, I recommend you the Qt C++ and a lot of other frameworks, but I won't recommend that. It's totally waste of time. Just focus on Qt C++ and you will find, because C++ is a very hard language. So just focus on only one thing over here. So another thing that you can learn sockets, firebase. That's another thing you can build a connection. And C++ software are basically the advantage of C++ is that they are totally fast language. It's totally, they have too much performance compared to Java. Python, it has so fast performance. So if you create a software in which the performance concern, just shift to the C++ at all. Okay, and another language is Java. Java is a cross-platform programming language, and it's one of my favorite, and JavaScript, Java developer as well. So Java basically is used in the both Android development and desktop development. Well, I want to recommend you to use a software make a Java. Well, Java is also good for the making software, but it will development to the JVM, which is a Java virtual machine, and you will need a JDK if you want to make a Java application. And maybe your clients don't have a JVM, so they can't run your Java application on their Windows. But still, Java has a lot of scope in the industry. So here I will recommend to the Swing, Java FX, and still some more. So just focus on it, and also focus on the Spring framework, which is used from the web development, and some more other, and like J JSP.NET, yes, Java Service Pages. Okay, so another thing that language that I prefer to create a software is C Sharp. Well, C Sharp is basically Visual C Sharp. I mean to say, you can use a Visual Studio, which is really based on C Sharp, and the majority of softwares are basically used in the C Sharp, and also dynamic link library are often made with the C Sharp language. Okay, so C Sharp is basically not hard. It's just like the uh, uh, Java. Okay, so, and another language that I prefer to learn with to make it, so it's not a software actually, it's just a framework of JavaScript. Well, I will type JavaScript as well as type Electron. It is used to make a desktop application. It's basically a framework of the JavaScript. It's not a programming language actually. Electron, and also the Proton, which is a country element. Okay, what's sorry done by backend process. Okay, I will check this later. Yes. Okay, I will try to cancel. I think that's some input error. Okay, Electron framework of the JavaScript, and basically some Proton, and similarly React Native. React Native basically iOS and Android application, and also Flutter, which is my love. So it is basically Dart framework. Just keep in mind, just you have to make a software or some program, the words like import, using, strict, they are your blessing. Just try to learn to use them more as soon as possible. So these are the software. And if you want to move on the web development, web, there are two types of the web development, like the front end and the back end. But some people also list on the full stack developer, which that is the developer who knows the both front end and the back end language. So basically the HTML is basically important, and it's a basic it's markup language basically. I see markup, not programming language, keep it in mind. Language, oh yeah, but to create web, what's happening, sorry. CSS3 basically used in the cascading style sheet. So for the styling of your page, well, in this series I will be also teaching the web development, so focused. And JavaScript used in both backend and so the lot of the framework like Angular, React, Vue, Vanilla, a lot of, there are so many, even 3.js also. There are a lot of JavaScript that you can't even count. JavaScript and PHP. Well, if you want to learn PHP, I would recommend to use Laravel framework, which is very beautiful framework. So okay, and also you can use a Python, and if you want to use Python, you must learn Django and Flask, and using the dash can also be helpful. Okay, so also the thing that GitHub is basically version control, and you must well, I will create some another videos on the version control systems. So I think that it should be enough for now.